Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the M3blerdcast. It happens here every Sunday around 5 o'clock, or maybe a little
Ish.
later, 5 ish. Oh, hopefully you've all had a good weekend so far. Some of you are enjoying maybe a 4 or 5 day weekend because of that holiday that is there. I am not going to mention that holiday
I
because
thought the holiday was last week.
no, remember? Well, yeah, it was Friday. Some people got the day off. Some people might have Monday off. We never know. Um, mhm. it it it's still recognized as a holiday.
No, it was Saturday last week.
What?
Not last week.
What was last week?
What are you talking about?
What month is this?
July. Oh my gosh, it's
What the
July.
fuck?
It's July. It is July 6th today. So go back 2 days. What would it be then?
Oh, so it was like 2 weeks ago, like Thursday. That's what the holiday was. Like,
What are you talking
What
about?
about?
not so slow. Juneteenth?
Oh, you talking about Juneteenth? Oh, okay, yeah. We had that one. That's our holiday. Okay, but I'm talking about America's supposed birthday.
We wasn't talking about that holiday.
No, we weren't talking about that. We're not talking about America's slum holiday. Okay, slum America.
America with 3K.
Right,
Oh,
that one. Yeah.
that doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
Um, it's a day off.
Yeah, it's a day off.
Yep.
And if you decide to eat barbecue or food or whatever, you have the choice to do it or not. It's just another day off. That's what it is.
Oh, it's
Happy
National
Stuff Your
Barbecue
Face
Day.
Day.
hmm
We're gonna rename it Barbecue Day.
Yeah. All right,
Everybody don't
everybody.
eat. I say Happy Stuff Your Face Day.
hmm But
That means two things.
I mean, well, fits your fancy.
how did we get here? I
Somebody
swear,
put
we
some
look. We
D
ain't even.
here.
We are not even 5 minutes into the cast. My God, and here we go. Y'all have already started. Y'all thought I was bad. No,
You
they're
are
worse.
Yeah.
So you're
Stuff-
saying you're bad. You're just not bad as us.
I never said I was. I never said I was. I mean, I am a good person, but am I innocent? No, of course not.
Well, good person is relative.
Subjective, even.
Subjective, even. Yeah. Okay, I am not. Anyway, this is not about me right now. So welcome back to the M3 Blurred cast that happens here every Sunday around 5 ish, as I said. Today we got a good show for y'all. Hopefully you enjoy it. And make sure that you hit the like button, share this video, share all of them, leave your comments below, of course. But as usual, I cannot do this by myself. So I'm gonna introduce my panel here. We got Mr. James here.
Hello.
And his one of his multiple personalities that he has.
Speak for yourself, honey. Don't speak for me. Okay.
I said one of them. I'm just kidding. He
I
don't.
only have one.
I know. I'm just messing with you. He
It
has
may
his
be
face.
bitchy, but it's one.
and then we have down and then down below Mr. Cat Daddy himself with his open shirt and eating yogurt.
No, it's Natalia Ice.
Oh, we fancy today.
Now that's the American dream. How
Right.
about that?
He being fancy right now. The way he is licking the spoon.
Bitch is hot.
That's right.
Enjoy
That's just
my icy treats.
Mhm.
yeah. That's what I'm talking about. American dream at a sugar daddy's house, shirtless,
Mhm.
eating the icy. I know that's right.
Oh, okay. We have Shazam in the building, the cat daddy himself, looking ever so purr.
Take a sip.
You can purr, growl, however you want to address him. He responds to it all. And then we have the big red machine, Mr. Carnage.
Hello. So I would excuse myself because I got to go get a lighter. Be back.
My gosh. I love y'all. I gotta say, I love my panel, no matter who is here,
I
because
gotta
we
take
always.
out my earrings and start to be hot with these damn pants on. So,
I love my panel.
For real, Jesus. Oh,
We always have fun. We always cut up and have fun. I love y'all. I do. Okay, but we are going to start off today because we unfortunately had some deaths this week. Uh, we had first we had Michael Madsen, 1957 to 2025. I'm not completely sure what his cause of death was. Think it was. I think it was he. I think he was sick. I'm not completely sure what his cause of death was though. Um, but we know Michael Madsen also played. He played a lot of. He played in some good blockbuster movies like The Hateful Eight, Kill Bill, of course. Free Willy, Species, Reservoir Dogs, War Games. Donnie Brasco in Trouble Bound. I've never seen the only one I haven't seen is Trouble Bound. I have never seen that one.
Wait.
Uh,
Um, I don't know what y'all talking about, but all I came and saw on the screen was Free Willy.
we're talking about Michael Madsen. He passed away.
Okay. Rest in peace.
hmm And
I think I've seen it before.
I have a clip of him from Kill Bill. So here we go.
How many times have
Well, this is a little bit more than a
I heard
clip.
someone say, if I had his money, I could do things my way. But little they know that it's so hard to find one rich man in 10
Oh,
with a satisfied mind. Once I was winning in fortune and fame, everything that I dreamed
what
for
movie was this?
getting
Kill Bill
started in
one
life.
or two?
Then suddenly
I think
it
this was two.
happened. I lost every dime, but I'm richer this time.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember.
How many times have you heard someone say, that it's so hard to find one rich man in 10 with a satisfied mind? Once I was winning
Gentled you down some, didn't it? Yep. Ain't nobody a badass with a double dose of rock salt dug deep in their tits. Not having tits. It's fine. As big as yours. I can't even imagine how bad that shit must sting. I don't want to neither. I win.
And yeah, he drugged her. But yeah. But like the rest of that scene is funny too with Daryl Hannah.
That's so sad.
Yeah, but rest in peace to Michael Madsen and condolences to his family. But we also had another death this week. This actor lost his battle to cancer. He was secretly battling cancer. Nobody knew. Another, and that was I didn't upload that picture. Okay, well that was Julian McMahon, who played Doom in Fantastic Four,
Really?
but also played Balthazar from Charmed, or Cole Turner / Balthazar from Charmed. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Anytime you don't tell anybody about your battle of cancer, it seems like you die. Respectfully.
Mm-hmm. Well, some people don't because they don't want people, I guess, awing them and dolling over them and stuff like that. So they don't want a lot of attention, and they don't want people.
You know how the news is. They love to just that's entertainment for them. The report that people got cancer, and they're gonna be bugging the mess out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think it's more to it than that. Finding out that the starters dealing with cancer is going to shoot down any roles they might be up for or try to go for.
Mm-hmm.
No one wants to commits to someone that's going to pass away during the project. And the acting world is very hard. Like you only have income as long as you're working. So.
So you think that's a plus for other actors if somebody's going through a battle with cancer?
I don't know. The hide is why they don't tell them about it. They hide it so they can keep.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
It's a very cutthroat industry.
Yeah. We do have clips of him. The first one I'm gonna show is the battle with the Fantastic Four versus Doom at the end of the first Fantastic Four movie. I refuse to do the second one for obvious reasons, but yeah, here we go with the first one.
Ladies, I'm gonna need to borrow your car.
The transmission sticks!
It's not gonna be a problem.
you walk up and get hit with that?
Goodbye, Ben.
I can't
Well,
let
he
you
got
do
hit with
that.
lightning.
Reed? I'll be right with you. Hello, Susan.
Oh God.
You three are pathetic.
My girl with white face.
You miss me. Had a little relapse, huh? Welcome back.
This is gonna be fun.
This is gonna be fun.
I can't hold it!
Of course you can.
Johnny! Supernova! I thought we agreed that was bad! Now!
No! Think you can contain it?
Flame on, kid. Is that the best you can do? A little heat?
Time for your lesson. Chem 101. What happens when you rapidly cool hot metal? Ben!
You done good, kid. Come on.
Sue, you okay?
Yeah.
She just passed out. That's all.
So you mean to tell me she could contain a supernova, but she
Man,
couldn't
I
make
love
a
this
shield
job.
when she got hit with a beam?
Job, huh?
She's
Well,
just
we
happy
do
her
love
white
suits.
face and like, melt off.
What did you say?
She's just happy her white face didn't melt off.
Wow.
Wow.
So she keep-
I love my girl, but I had to look something
God, that was
right at her
hard.
after this role.
Yeah.
Two contradict. She did contradict herself.
She got the makeup, the blue eyes, and the blonde hair, just complete white face.
Mm. Okay, we do have a clip of him from Charmed as well.
See, we should have only played these clips.
So what?
We should have only played these clips.
Okay. There's others, but okay.
Okay, come on.
How did they really?
We have to leave now. Where's Cole?
Right here.
What did you do to them?
Exactly what they were gonna do to me.
She's still alive. Grab her hand. What?
I don't know how you got here, Paige. But if it's any consolation, I know exactly where I'm gonna bury you. Right next to yourself.
Grab her hand. The power of 3. That's us. Potion! Do hate long goodbyes. No! Phoebe, are you crazy? Throw it before he shimmers out.
She's not gonna throw it. Are you?
Throw the potion.
We've been through so much together, haven't we? Our love's so strong, nothing can destroy it, not even this. We're meant to be together.
I don't think so.
Yeah, these effects didn't age well.
It was TNT. Like, yeah.
You mean
CW?
it was originally
WB.
Even
WB.
worse.
I'm about to say originally it was WB.
Even worse.
Don't you call it WB?
WB, look. WB had they had good effects. I don't know.
The show.
I didn't say WB didn't have shows. I said the
effects.
Yeah.
So back then they were great.
Yeah.
Whatever.
See now, Warrior Princess at the
Not Warrior Princess. Okay. But yes, yeah, rest in peace to Julie McMahon, who will be missed. He also played on Nip Tuck. I didn't watch Nip Tuck, so I'm not too familiar with what his role was in that show.
Oh, it was wow. I ain't watched that show in so long.
I watched Here and Now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't watch a full season. That's a show we could watch.
Yeah.
It was Nip Tuck ended in 2010.
Wow, it's old now. It's like what?
Oh,
that's
15.
15 years old now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Charmed is older, so I mean, and people still watch it. So,
I mean, because Charmed was better.
Yes, it was. that Charmed was better. That new one they came out with on CW, it was a show. It was a show.
Charmed, the ones with the hymns.
But I will say this: the ending of that Charmed series, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did catch the ending clip. It's funny how I didn't finish it, but I did see the ending clip, like the ending scene or whatever. And it's funny how in the new Charmed, they went back to the Hollowell Manor, and I was just like, okay, what was the point of this?
Nostalgia.
I mean, okay, we'll go with that.
No one else is watching. Let's make the old fans watch. Like going back to the good days were.
We got a comment. Hey there, Mr. Chris Giles. What's going on? How are you doing today? But
okay, one got to go. Charmed or Buffy?
See, James.
Can
no hesitation. Charmed.
Do not make me summon Marco Estes, because you know he will read you down for filth. Do not make me summon him.
Marco will be on my side.
Yeah.
You would pick, if he had to pick, you would pick Buffy over Charmed.
Of course he would.
I got a question. Can they both go?
See that? I only said to choose one of your kids. He said you want to get rid of both of your kids.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. I forgot something.
Thank you. Because
I said choose one of
no
your
more,
kids.
no more Scooby snacks for you, sir.
How are you sleep?
That's blasphemy. Oh my gosh. But anyway, but I'm not even gonna do that with you, James. But if I had to choose, of course it would be Buffy for me. But I'm not going there with you. I am not. We're not going down the rabbit hole.
So you would get rid of Buffy?
Why not?
No, I would get rid of Charmed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All about the
I said it would be Buffy for me. Of course, that one can stay.
I'm choosing C. Get rid of both of them and
Anybody look. You know,
any of them.
we had to.
Wait. Get rid of both of them and get True Blood.
No. Because that whole last season of True Blood just fucks it all up for anybody.
Baby, when I say that ending was horrible.
No,
actually, it was horrible before then. It was horrible when they turned Sarah into a vampire. That's when it went downhill.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. All right. So moving on.
Sarah woke up and said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Because
she didn't want to be a vampire. She didn't want to be a vampire.
That's what I'm saying. She woke up like, I'm whooping everybody's ass. Who did this to me?
And wasn't it Sookie's choice to save her?
Yes.
Yep.
Of course. I don't want to say it's a white. No, I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna go.
You're right. White woman.
White girl talking about something. Save my best friend. That's not what she
wanted. I was in heaven. You brought me back down here for this. I'll be mad too.
And you granted me eternal life.
And I got
another white woman.
And I got to put on
mind you. Now I have you brought me back, and I'm enslaved to another white woman. See, destruction. Rip took it thrown out.
But yeah.
Just want to hurt eggs over easy.
But yeah, no more sunrises.
That's probably the way you did that joke. What the hell?
What?
Eggs over easy.
No.
Is it supposed to be like a sex term? I think. I don't know.
No, it's just that his name is Eggs, and I would.
Okay. But we're gonna move on to it. So we're gonna move on because it has been 4 years now since the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh passed away, Mr. Kazumi Takashi, who created Yu-Gi-Oh! For all those of us who were in love with this show, who played the card game and were just big old fanatics. And I'm still a fanatic about it, honestly, because I do have my shirt on. So
I played the original card game, all this secret summon and all. You lost me.
So we are going to take a little trip down memory lane right quick. Summoning. We're just gonna look. So I decided to
the heart of the cards.
I decided to go through, and we had, but before we do that, so yeah, we had. He gave us the Dark Magician, Dark Girl, Slifer, and Buster Blader, and then the series went on for a long time after that. So to point, we got a lot of other generations. So I thought this was like a good tribute to him, where like 7 other protagonists came together and put their cards together. Because we had Yugi / Atem / Tefero. Then we had Jaden Yuki from GX. Then we had Yusei from 5Ds.
And that's the last one I saw.
And then
These.
yeah,
Awesome.
five dragons, sir. Got stop it. Then we had Yuma from Zexel. I could not finish Zexel. I'm gonna try again, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I mean, I saw later clips. It seems like okay.
It's like it's
I
like
did. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm about to say I did watch like a couple of the first episodes. I was like, this ain't for me. Then
Yeah.
no, you know how you on TikTok,
Mhm.
and I was like, okay, this is later seasons. I said,
Mhm.
okay, this is pretty good.
Yeah. And then
So
we had Yuya from Arc V. I like
gone.
Yuya. Being a dual tainer and pendulum summoning. Yeah, I was down for that. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I like this one.
But
um,
pendulum summoning, secret.
future summoning and secret summoning, and then we had Yusaku from Brains, where you could do like link summoning. Link summoning for me, I had to get used to because I was just like,
But
they didn't need all that. They didn't need to link summon. And then in real life, when people play in tournaments, you can link summon to your heart's content. You be sitting there waiting on this person for like 5-10 minutes while they're sitting there link summoning their heart. I'm like, can we? There's supposed to be a talent to this, right? Why link summoning this fucking much?
But that's why I stopped playing. I was trying to get into the well, it was on the computer. Now it's on the app. The card,
Mhm.
you know, the card game.
Which one? Duel Links or
No, it's
Master Duel?
the every which one you can play with other people.
You can do it
Probably
in
Master
both,
Duel,
but I think you're talking about Master Duel, but you can do it in both.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because it was on PC first, then it became a mobile game.
Yeah.
But
So here's the thing, though. Like they took that PC mobile version and just made Master Duel off of that. So whoever created that got paid.
yeah, with all that, like okay, I'm trying to get into it. It takes like 10 minutes for somebody to do their turn because they're trying to do the link roll, summoning, pendulum summoning.
I'm so glad
trying to get one monster card out of there. So you know what, this ain't for me.
But I'm so glad that they made it so much better than what it was at first. I'm just like, yeah, this is too fucking. It's too slow. The way the game was reacting and the way the game was doing was way too slow. I'm so glad they sped it. I'm like, yeah, when you got people who actually know what they're doing to do it, it's so much better. Not saying that the person who started it didn't know, but of course they were limited and they had limited resources. So, but yeah, so we're gonna take a little trip down memory lane with the themes, and I'll stop at a certain point, or maybe I'll play all of them. I don't know.
This you think that's right.
It's time to do.
Oh wow, it's playing all of them?
never taught us this. Some things you gotta learn him this. Tough times, hard climbs, we'll take them on together. Right now, let's go! Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Generation X. Game on, get your game on. Come on, you better play your cards right. Game on, get your game on. We'll make the grade and win this fight. We'll make the grade somehow. Yeah! Game on, get your game on. Come on, you better play your cards right. Come on and get your game on. Going fast makes me feel alive. My heart beats in hyperdrive. Do you think you can win? Only if I lose. Just let destiny choose. I can hear you breathing. I can see you coming. I can feel the wind that's blowing me around. Take a shot at me, running side by side. It's a blur as I go by. I can hear you breathing. I can see you coming. I can feel the wind that's blowing me around. See the sun rising higher in the sky. Greatness thrusts itself into our lives. If life is a game, they say I can't win. I'll never amount to nothing. Tell me before my life begins. I won't be afraid to challenge myself. They won't ever break my fire. My dreams won't die if I high five the sky. Spread my wings, take off. It's time to fly. Take a chance to make it all the way. Take a chance, forgetting yesterday. Take a chance, believe. Nothing will bring me down. Don't retreat when I leave all my fears behind. My future's still alive inside. Take a chance to chase my doubts. So will believe it gets me through my darkest days. Take a chance to make it all the way. Take a chance, forgetting yesterday. Take a breath, my heart will lead the way. Take a chance, I'll take a chance today.
I did not like that.
Pop up rules.
So what?
I said pop up rules.
Okay, wait.
Can you feel the power? You versus me, competition for the victory. I could be the best one day and make history. Swing into action. Are you ready to play? Challenge anyone, anywhere, any day. You wanna take a chance? Go ahead and roll the dice. See if it's in your cards. If you'll pay the price. Activate the spell. Let your powers come to life. It's showtime. Who will win the fight? I'm ready to do. Go ahead and make your move. I'll win this duel. You can't beat my moves. I'm in that groove. I know I can't lose. Your turn, your tricks. Now what will you choose? Can you feel the power? I'll win this duel. You can't beat my moves. I'm in that groove. I know I can't lose. Your turn, your tricks. Now what will you choose? Can you feel the power?
No, not do that again. Okay. What you say, James?
I didn't know they had all these pop punk intros and shit.
I'm sorry. Besides the original and 5Ds,
Yeah.
the rest
I like
and maybe I forgot the Jaden season.
Oh, GX.
GX.
Mhm.
After that, them songs were trash.
Oh, wait. Now, wait. Arc V's theme song was hype. Now, you will not. That was the last one. The last one was hype. I say it was hype because I mean that theme is like you can't help but get hyped about that theme.
Like they picked a random dude from Fiverr and he like did this in 2 minutes and send it.
No,
No.
you will die.
I'll say this. So Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever, them brand of shows or whatever, I missed them because I wasn't a part of Yu-Gi-Oh. But looking at them intros or whatever, and looking at what was going on or whatever, I was like, why didn't I watch this?
You can always go back and watch it. You know what?
Yeah. But I was like, just why didn't I watch it? I was so hung up on Yu-Gi-Oh is for sissies, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, we all sissies.
Not sissy. Yeah.
James, speak for yourself.
Oh yeah. So
like we're not part of the little bit of quad community.
In my younger years or whatever, although I found out I was gay at 6.
Yeah.
But I fought it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
The virus probably took over.
All right.
Not the virus probably took over. Jesus.
Can't watch Sailor Moon turn me.
Not Sailor. Look, I was watching Sailor Moon.
Do the pose.
I was watching Sailor Moon religiously. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
No, but I will watch Dragon Ball Z. But when I heard Sailor Moon come on or whatever, I changed the channel.
You were like, this is some gay shit. This sissy shit. Get that sissy shit off my TV. I don't like her. And then now look at him now. Oh.
In full cosplay.
Like, now every time I see Sailor Moon, I gotta do push-ups.
Not everybody, you know, every time Sailor Moon come on, where the bitches at? I ain't gonna give me some bitches, man.
Every time.
No, the first thing now he's dating the guys doing the damn Sailor Moon cosplay.
Okay. But it's hard to think his real talk about stuff. Fighting evil.
I was about to say, I can't. Every time Sailor Moon come on, I have to vogue.
Oh my gosh.
Walking down the street here, Sailor Moon, cat.
I cannot with y'all. But I did want to okay, I'm gonna fast forward through this right quick. Hold on. Let me get to I'm gonna show a little bit of this because this was in before I show this, Yu-Gi-Oh! Did spawn 3 movies. We had Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie with the Pyramid of Light. Then we had Bonds Beyond Time with Jaden, Yugi, and
that was a good one.
That was a good one. And because they're all in the same timeline, but I can't remember how far in the future Yusei is from Yugi. I think it's supposed to be like 10, 20 years. I think. I think
Kaiba
was still around. No, Kaiba was still around.
Was it?
But I think because I know Kaiba showed up in GX. I'm not sure about
GX,
yeah.
Yugi showed in GX.
Yeah. And then Dark Side of Dimensions was Kaiba, and it was back in the original era. And then Kaiba was trying his hardest to go get some payback on the Pharaoh, but the Pharaoh was dead. But he also had a virtual duel, which I'm about to show, with the Pharaoh.
In another dimension.
He wanted that. He wanted to face him like, I need to face him so I can prove I'm the best. He was really he had a big ass hard on to go fight a
Yeah,
champ
he
one
want to go
time.
get his boyfriend. That's all.
He's so stupid.
Like who? Like I said,
Go
all
ahead.
the times you battle that man, you lost, except for the
Right.
one time you cheated.
Except for the one time he did cheat.
So instead of he say, you know what, I'm gonna run my company. No, he gonna build a whole time machine to go back, but not time machine, a whole
dimensional portal,
whatever, to go back into another dimension to fight this man again and get his behind whooped again. And Moko was like, I'm gonna warn you, but I really don't care because then you gonna come back and like, how did it go? Oh, I got my ass whooped again. Oh, okay, back to business as usual.
Yeah, but
you're not gonna win, sir. From your past to your future, you lost at every timeline you try to fight that man.
Right. I'm gonna show this clip right quick. Hold on.
I certainly didn't go to all the trouble of bringing you here to ask you to dance. Yes, we'll duel, and we'll do so with my new bleeding edge beyond state-of-the-art dual disc. I've been waiting for this a long time, Pharaoh. Now, prepare to do battle! And prepare to lose.
I see you're just as cocky as ever, Kaiba, but so be it. It's time to duel! Let's begin.
I'll go first. I draw! I warned you to prepare for battle, Pharaoh, but there's no preparing for this! I fusion summon! Behold! Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon! Your turn, Pharaoh.
Fine, Kaiba. I draw! First, I activate the spell card Dark Magic Fair. Then, by using my life points, I can summon my most ardent ally, Dark Magician! Next, I'll play Thousand Knives and give your ultimate dragon an ultimate shredding!
I don't think so. I play my trap! Dark Sacrifice gives your knives a new monster to mince!
Not bad, Kaiba.
Got that right. Since you failed to destroy Neo Blue Eyes, it can now attack, and Dark Magician will be its first victim! You have no monsters to protect you, Pharaoh. You're through.
Raw! I activated the trap Time Chain. Not only does my Dark Magician survive your attack, but both he and your dragon are locked out of this duel for 2 turns.
You're just prolonging the inevitable. I will beat you!
You've been saying that for years, Kaiba. I summon Celtic Guard of Noble Arms and Celtic Guardian!
Pharaoh, you don't know how long I've been waiting to battle you. The things I've had to do to make it possible. But for me, there never was a choice. After all, my scars of defeat run deep, Pharaoh. Scars you inflicted upon me. And though they may never go away, something can be done to make them easier to live with. Inflict upon your enemy an even greater wound. A defeat so resounding it leaves their soul completely crushed. You're the closest I've ever had to a worthy adversary. But you aren't worthy, and I'm finally going to prove it.
2 turns have passed, Kaiba, so Dark Magician is released from the ties that bind you. But there's more. I play Magical Dimension! Celtic Guard of Noble Arms, lend me your strength, and I'll use that strength for Dark Magician Girl! And with her arrival comes your monster's departure. Now go! Double Dark Magic Attack!
Don't you dare! Unless you want to fall prey to my Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon!
That's right.
Call off your attack!
You could never stand up to my power. Not then, not now.
And with this power,
What is he
I
talking
will
about? You
crush
always
you.
lost, bitch. What? The ego.
I beg to differ. Go! Dimension Reflector! By banishing my two magicians, this trap transforms into a mirror monster with the same attack points as your Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon! But here's the best part. You then take damage equal to those same attack points.
You set me up.
It's over, Kaiba.
Oh.
But I knew you'd set me up, so I had this ready. The trap enhanced counter. Too bad, Pharaoh. The damage you sent my way increases my monster's attack points instead.
That means...
Yes, it means that after all this time...
I will finally have my revenge! Attack! Hyper Neutron Blast!
Hyper Neutron Blast.
But but it's funny how that's a simulation, because of course he knew he was going to set him up. He created it himself. That was a simulation.
Right.
That was not really him. But yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You did all that for nothing.
Crazy. But since so I went to a comic shop yesterday. Since y'all mentioned Sailor Moon, he did a gender bend of Sailor Mars in a suit. I was just like, oh, okay, Mr. Gender bend Sailor Mars in a suit, sharp and everything. I was like, okay. He said he actually won a cosplay contest with this. I was like, I
can see it.
I can see why.
Side note, watching that is like magic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wish Magic would do a cartoon like that.
Didn't Magic do what they're going to, or didn't Magic do something like a movie or something? They did something.
I think they're coming out with a series.
Yeah.
They
talked about it.
Did movies and stuff or whatever. Nothing major, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
But yeah, well, we once again say rest in peace to Takashi, that Kazumi, and that he rest in peace, and that he's remembered, that he knows that he'll have a legacy behind, and we say goodbye to him always. He passed away on July 4th, which is, that's crazy. The day that he passed away was July 4th. But okay, so we're going to move on now.
Netflix canceled it. Never mind.
Yeah, Netflix always does something. But we're gonna move on to the storm is coming. Fuck around and find out.
You didn't get scared.
Not this time. He's too sleepy right now. But also this Fuck Around and Find Out starts our first little discussion about Marvel versus DC. But today is DC versus DC, or should I say DC versus Action Comics? Because this fight is Superman versus Shazam.
Evan, you're here. He just won't listen.
You don't have X-ray vision. I do. There's some sort of device buried beneath us, and I'm shutting it down.
No! If you touch it, it could go off. Go off?
So you admit you put a bomb under the city?
Not a bomb. An experimental fusion engine. It'll supply nearly free energy to everyone who lives here.
See? Then why the lead shielding?
It's for your protection. The engine creates energy through controlled fusion of kryptonite molecules.
See? And why didn't you tell me this?
Maybe I was afraid you wouldn't believe me.
Let's call the Atom or Steel to check the device over. See if what Luthor says is true.
At least someone around here is keeping a cool head.
There's no time for this.
You can't just... That's it. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Captain, please! There has to be another way!
Now, see, that was just disrespectful. He did not have to hit him that many times with that damn thing. That was just disrespectful.
All of this telling me, this is why Batman got contingency plans for all y'all.
Right, that part. But that was just disrespectful. He had to do that him like that.
That was Superman did all this.
Shazam! Shazam! Shazam!
Shazam!
Fight's over, son.
Destroy the whole city block.
They leveled the whole entire city. Just for everything.
See, that's why.
See,
that's why people like Batman better.
So Shazam, how do you feel about that?
Like always, I find these results bullshit.
So what?
Bullshit.
Okay. Because honestly, I feel like Shazam won that fight because if he hadn't, Superman had some places. Yeah, a couple of more shots would put Superman out because magic is his weaknesses. I'd be like, y'all did that on purpose. That know what y'all were doing.
So Shazam, who do you think is the strongest out of them two?
Base level. Nowadays, because Shazam in the past would probably be stronger than Superman if he was in the past. But not say Superman's stronger. But here's the thing that no one even thinks about. Shazam's powers are constant, whereas Superman's powers wear down over time. So in a prolonged battle, Shazam should actually win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay for logic.
I mean, if we talking about combat abilities, it's Superman.
No.
No.
Because even Shazam has a better combat knowledge than Superman.
Well, not from this clip, then.
Yeah, it's called title power.
Right. Right.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. What? See, this is what I'm talking about. What era of Superman, what era of Shazam are we talking about? Because the comics, there's different eras. They have different strengths in different times. One, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
we talking about what you just showed. Okay.
Because if we go pre-crisis, it's anybody's game. Moving planets and all this kind of bullshit.
Right. Because we talking about Superman that been stuck in the sun for a couple of years and he's all gold and shit. Or we talking about robot Superman.
Talking about All-Star Superman.
Yeah. Are we talking about the older comic Superman? Because that's a whole different level of Superman right there.
You got what do they call him? Superboy Prime.
Yeah. Who's supposed to be stronger, even stronger than Superman himself.
Yeah, he's based off the comics from the older era where they had no care of logic.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, like I said, Superman got a weakness. So,
yeah,
Superman,
if you want to really explore the weakness,
be on top. But if you go by general characterization and how you know Shazam will win.
Wait, Superman got a weakness that everybody can get.
No, not everybody can get
kryptonite. No. Okay, but also everybody forgets that Superman has a weakness to magic as well.
Yeah.
So and Shazam's powers are based on magic.
Well, like I said, if you're showing me from this clip.
But
title power.
Right. Wait. Superman just got the upper hand when he transformed back. He was getting ready to transform back, and he said, "Fight's over, son."
How it was written in comics, I still say that would have never happened because of the wisdom of Solomon. He would not have put himself in that position.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Again, title power.
Right. Because I think when Justice League Unlimited, when Justice League and Justice League, I forgot who was writing for who was doing the writing on that one, and what were they? Because I know that in that Justice League, Wally West was the Flash. I think this was post crisis after Barry died, and then they pulled it from that.
I'm not sure who was writing the episodes. I know Bruce Timm was involved, but I'm not sure if he was involved in writing.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Denny did some of Batman animated series, but yeah, a lot of the writing was delegated, so I don't know who did which episode or what.
Yeah, but the whole history, because Shazam was created to actually go up against Superman, according to what history says. It's like
as far as competition, not as physically, two different companies.
Right, yeah. As far as the comics were concerned, because they wanted somebody that was like Superman but different.
And sorry, I'm gonna be me. And I need somebody to put some respect on Shazam's name, Captain Marvel. Damn it. If not for Captain Marvel, Superman would not be able to fly.
What?
Because Superman could fly before Captain Marvel.
Oh.
And there would not have been no Supergirl, there would not have been no Superboy, there would not have been no Crypto.
So he
explain that fast. Explain that fastly.
So when Superman was created, he was pretty much created to be the epitome of human expectations. So he can leap tall buildings at the same while he was run fast and all that kind of stuff, all physical shit. But he could not fly. When Captain Marvel was introduced, he was introduced with the ability to fly and all of this stuff all in place. So these things changed over time to make him more of a competitor to Captain Marvel, who became the leader of the comic book industry at the time, surpassing even Superman sales.
So Captain Marvel is the stronger one?
It's hard to say because they're all depicted with the abilities and need to handle anything in the story.
Well, so when he came out, he had the ability to fly regularly. Superman had to learn that. So
no, he was given that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Basically.
Yeah, he had to learn that later.
So, see this thing about comics. It's like, okay, one person can be stronger, then like a next series later, somebody get like another ability or another power or another cosmic. They're like, okay, he's the strongest. Then the next comic is like, you know what? We just gonna retcon that.
At that point, they just started just making up powers for Superman after that.
Yeah, I think
like, go ahead.
Because I remember at one point they even gave him like a solar flare ability. Then they turned around and gave it to Supergirl too.
Yeah, that was weird.
Not stealing from Goku.
Well, that was like in the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not even that long.
I think yeah.
It's just like the Phoenix Force. It's like, okay, it was cool. Now suddenly Cyclops had the Phoenix Force.
Made absolutely no sense.
Right, and then somebody recently also has the Phoenix Force. Who was it?
Echo.
Who?
Echo.
Oh yeah.
Which made no sense.
I was still trying to figure.
Actually, it made no sense that anybody had the Phoenix Force after Rachel. Like, she parted ways with the Phoenix Force. The entity left the universe and left the only part of its power with Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All of a sudden, hey, you get the Phoenix Force. You get
the Phoenix Force. Everybody gets the Phoenix Force. Yeah.
I'm different. I have the Dark Phoenix Force. Like, where'd that come from?
And that was just a
the next thing you know, the Phoenix Force is gonna be like the Green Lantern. There's a pink Phoenix Force. There's a blue Phoenix Force. There's a red.
That did happen because there was a shadow of the Phoenix Force.
Oh gosh, I did not know that.
Yeah. So
then the next thing you know, the Phoenix Force has a mother. They're like, what?
Well,
the Mega Phoenix Force.
No. Well, no, because
the Phoenix of the White Crown.
Right, and then also the realm of the Phoenix, the White Room realm, or I forgot what they called it. It's called the White Room or something.
White Room or something.
Yeah. But but back to Superman and Shazam. I mean, if we really look at their abilities, okay, Shazam has what the strength of. Hold on, make sure I get the acronyms correct. The speed of Mercury, the strength of Hercules, the stamina of Atlas, the thunderbolts of Zeus, the courage of Achilles, and God dang it, what's the S?
And the speed of Mercury.
No, that's the M.
Solomon.
Wisdom of Solomon. Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, but if y'all ever notice too that a lot of times Superman just charges in head first. He don't ever think about what he's doing.
I mean, because everybody, all the villains,
white power privilege,
not white power privilege.
Yeah, that too. But all the villains he's been fighting like weaker than him, so he's like, I'm just gonna jump in face first. They can't stop me.
But that's how he gets got a lot. Because I can't tell you how many times Batman had to save his ass because he tried to say, I'm gonna just go ahead and dive in head first. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing.
Who gonna check
I
me?
mean,
Who gonna check me? Right.
and that's why Batman had contingency plans for his ass. Cause you see, he's destroyed a whole block because he got hot headed.
And then on another note too, it's funny how people were never mad at the destruction they caused in the cartoons, but in the live action movie Man of Steel, people got mad at the way that Zod and Superman were flying around the city, fighting around the city, destroying things. I'm like, so have y'all not ever seen a cartoon or the comics? This happens.
No,
okay,
it happens. But it's usually written that they're trying to take care of and protect the people around them.
Girl, I don't give two
and in that movie, it was just reckless abandon. That was the issue that everybody had.
Now, if you leave for work and something happens, like a monster comes to the city, you come home and your house is destroyed, you gonna be pissed. I don't care what's going on. Like, who gonna pay for this?
Like, you better. Does my insurance cover superhero destruction? Superhero fights.
Acts of Zod.
In Metropolis, that's a standard. Superhero destruction. Let me get that.
Yeah, but look, after the third kaiju monster battle, if you still living in the same place, that's your fault. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody lives in New York and Marvel.
Like
no way.
Walking down the street. Oh, the bridge collapsed. What? How did the bridge collapse? Well, see, what had happened was the Fantastic Four were fighting Dr. Doom on the bridge, and Dr. Doom did some shit, and now the bridge collapsed.
See, this moved me to a country. This moved me to a country somewhere.
Yeah, don't live in don't live in Metropolis, Gotham. Well, Gotham might not be that bad as far as stars.
Chabu. What fantasy you living in?
Yeah, because the villains alone.
No, okay, wait. Crime is horrible in Gotham, but as far as like public destruction, buildings crumbling every 5 like 5 minutes.
Joker.
Right.
Joker ain't never caught that. Well, he can cause that much damage, but yeah. Or so don't live in Metropolis, Gotham, Central City, Fawcett City.
No, Fox is probably the safest of all of those.
Yeah, that it probably is. What's the other one? Where's Green Lantern from?
Central.
Okay, Central City.
No, not there.
Oh.
It might exist again now, but yeah, it was kind of erased from existence at one point. I think Opal City is probably the safest of all of them.
And then of course, you know, where's Green Lantern from? Hal, which one is he from again?
Central.
Okay, same. Okay.
No, I'm wrong. That was Flash. Hal's from Coast City, or was from Coast City.
Yeah. And then, of course, you know, the Teen Titans were from different places, but we all know that Cyborg is from.
I think they updated it to Detroit.
Yep, he's from. Cyborg is from Detroit.
Harlem. Who?
Cyborg is from Detroit.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think he was from originally, but they changed that.
What is
same with one of the Firestorms and John Stewart in Detroit. Also, Guy Gardner's from Michigan.
Yep.
Where's that shot from?
Who else? The new Green Lantern, the Arab one. I think he's from here as well.
What city? What city status shot from?
Oh,
Dakota City.
Dakota. Yeah.
My new rap alias gonna be Cyborg. to battle Iceman.
I'm trying to think.
You don't even need to battle that one. You gonna
Battle rap. So you have a battle rap of Cyborg versus Iceman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I can't wait to see that one.
But you know who Iceman is, right?
GC?
No.
Oh, that's Snowman. Never mind.
Drake.
Why is he now called Iceman? What the fuck?
So after this Kendrick debacle or whatever, he's saying he is Iceman now. He is he got ice running through his veins for these rappers or whatever. So he's saying he's saying he released the album the single or whatever off of Iceman, and it was what did I miss? So he's saying, what I miss when you people was at my house, you know what I'm saying? Like, what did I miss? You know what I'm saying?
You missed the fact that you went behind people's backs, fucked their girls, went behind their back, fucked over their business deals, went behind their back, censored all their music, went behind their back, stole their fucking products, their fucking productions, and all kinds of other shit. Like, that's what the fuck you missed. You missed that you was doing fucking shit and no one wants to fuck with your ass no more. And they just exposed you for it. So that's what you fucking
kitty food.
And he just bought some abs.
Abs and ass. Not for him to fuck either. I don't understand. But
How
you
gonna be?
I'm
gonna be
waiting.
flabby and have abs?
I'm waiting for the real Bobby Drake to come out. You know Bobby Drake was bisexual.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for the real Bobby Drake to come out in Drake.
No, because he just likes the dogs. No.
It's gonna be Bobby with the accent over the E.
That's suspect as shit.
Wow. But anyway, we need
Bobby with it. Bobby accent over the E.
I mean, we go down a whole rabbit hole with that, but we go get back to the topic.
But anyway,
so we did that. Okay, so it's hard to say who would actually win in a fair fight based on depends on the era, the level. I mean, who's writing for what and all that good stuff. But I must say that base level wise, I think Shazam would have had that fight if Superman didn't get the upper hand, or any base level Shazam should be whipping Superman's ass. I'm just saying.
I didn't want to get a Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're gonna move on to our last topic of the day, and it is the Ironheart finale. Miss Riri Williams. Yeah, that finale. Whew, there was a lot happening. A lot happening in the 3 episodes.
Right.
But I need to grow grass out there right quick. So James, would you start your thoughts on it, and I'll be right back, please.
Okay. Oh. Well, like I said, I really didn't like the ending. Excuse me, everybody, spoilers. Whoever watching the show right now, this is gonna be a spoiler review. So if you haven't seen the last 2 episodes or the last 3 episodes, this is your time to click off now. But anyway, pretty much, the ending did not sit well with me at all. Okay, there was so much going on. Okay, after she killed old boys. Why I keep saying brother? It's not his brother. It's his cousin, isn't it?
Yeah, John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, when they pretty much came back to the hideout, they pretty much came back to the hideout. Riri is paranoid as crap because she just killed the leader's not brother, cousin. Why I keep saying brother? Killed his cousin. What we seen from the last episode. What's his name? Hold up. Let me look up the names because I am not good with names.
Same.
Good.
Yeah, John and
Peter?
No. I just gonna call him Cap because I can't say that. Cap pretty much seen a vision of his brother dying, and in the shadow you see an iron suit. So,
you're talking about Peter.
Huh? That's his name?
Parker.
That's right.
Parker.
Parker.
Okay, but that ain't what they have under his name. But, okay. Why they got that name under that then? But anyway, see the vision, and you see him look over and see a shadow of the iron suit. So he knows who killed his cousin, pretty much. Sit there, he just sitting there staring at Riri, and Riri over there sweating bullets because she know what she did. I'm trying to get the
She
timeline in order.
technically didn't kill him.
I mean, in the eyes of Peter, she pretty much did.
Parker, and it was John. She left John
Yeah.
to the gate. Yeah.
Parker,
Well,
excuse me.
technically, she didn't. Natalie left him.
Well, yeah.
I mean, in the eyes of, oh boy, she killed him. No matter what really went on. In the eyes of him, she killed him.
I'm just saying that for the people that are upset that they made Riri into a killer. Technically, she did not.
Of course, like they said in the show, it's like, of course, it was self-defense. You know, you had to defend yourself, but it didn't matter. He wanted her head. Huh?
She was incapacitated, and Natalie saved her and just left dude behind.
Right. But trying to think after that. See, after that, she pretty much she went home. No, he said, I have a special mission for you, or I have plans for you. So she's like, oh, okay. So she went home, paranoid as shit. You see her putting up cameras and shit around her house. You see her can't sleep, in pretty much panic mode the whole time. Because she's like, I know he know. It's just a matter of time for he come after me for the whole situation. Natty was like, girl, we need to calm down. You need to get some sleep. You're stressing, and all this stressing is not helping. The mother coming in saying pretty much the same thing. Like, look, I'm here when you need me. I can tell you're stressing. I can tell that you're going through something. But of course, Miss Riri is like, I'm cool. I'm fine. I'm good. After the whole situation. Trying to think. What happened after that? I'm trying to get my timelines in order.
She really need to get over that. Oh, I'm cool. I'm good. No, you're not.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but go ahead.
I think after that, she
tries to figure out more information on Parker to see how she can handle him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Parker is Oh, okay.
So
what?
she ends up talking to her mother.
The hood.
And the mother's concerned about how she's doing. She's been acting weird. Do you need any help from me? Something I can do. I could use some crystals or something. So then she goes inside to go to the magic shop with her mother.
Wait. Some crystals. Is that key to the story?
No, that's Riri pretty much just make it fun, saying that Riri don't believe in magic basically. So she like, we go to the crystals. Basically, she think the whole thing's a hoax. So let's go to the crystal shop thing, because she pretty much ran out of ideas at this point.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, so the only thing I really can do now is try this magic mumbo jumbo.
Magic, fight magic with magic.
So wait, she went to another place because she went with a place to her mother when they found out it was a magic. It wasn't from this earth. When the flower disappeared or whatever.
Yeah.
No, that's what he's talking about.
Oh, okay. So I see now. Okay.
But the thing is, like, before that, she didn't know what was going on, because she's still thinking scientifically. Like, this must be a scientific explanation for all this. But she can't figure it out. So she was like, okay, I'll try this magic stuff. She goes to the magic shop where what's her name?
Wait. I got a dumb nigga moment. So you made all of this technology, the suit and AI and everything else or whatever, and you didn't know that what you was facing was from out of this world.
Well,
she don't believe in that stuff.
No,
she thinks everything have a scientific. She can figure everything out scientifically.
Okay.
That's her world.
Okay. She one of them nerds.
If you remember, she did analyze the cloak, and she even tried to destroy it because she went back to Ezekiel's silo with all his gadgets and stuff still in there. After he got arrested because of her, because they traced it back to him. She tried acid. She tried acid.
She tried them all.
Yeah.
No, that was after the shop, though.
That was after.
Oh yeah, that was after the shop.
Oh
yeah, because she went to the shop when she talked to Thelma and Madeline. And Madeline like, welcome to the shop, blah blah blah. And she was like, oh, okay, you need to come with me. She did her little magic where she went to another dimension, and she was like, give me what's in your pocket, because I already know what's going on. Give me what's out of your pocket.
I feel that. Give me what's in your pocket right now.
Right. Her mother was like, what did I tell you about sending us to a different dimension? I ain't give you permission to do that. Like, well, technically, you never said.
No, I think when it happened, her mother didn't know what it was, and she asked her, and she was like, "It's another dimension." So and then she was like, "What did I tell you about going to other dimensions?"
Yeah.
So they pretty much figure out that it's it was Earth based, or what is it? What Earth based or reality based?
It's from the dark dimension, basically.
Right. So it came from the dark dimension. They'll examine it more, and Madeline's like,
You need to leave now.
You need to get this shit up out of here.
Right, basically.
Like we deal with dark stuff, but we don't go all the way to the dark side. Okay, you get this up out of here. Riri's like, oh well, can you tell me anything about it? She's like, nope, we don't deal with that shit. You pretty much deal with that on your own. Zemo like, well, this is it. She was like, shut up.
Oh yeah, wait. When she kicked her out, she said you need to destroy that.
Right.
Yeah.
So she and then she did acid and everything else. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But see that was mad too. Like you telling me I need to destroy it, but you're not telling me how to.
Right.
Like, girl, I came to you because I need help. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, she tried acid, she tried the cold, she tried this, she tried that, she tried a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, she started laying on the floor, and she was thinking to herself, she was like, I cannot do this.
Right.
Yeah.
She's like, I cannot deal with this. I cannot do this. So
she was just having I don't know what to call it, but she was just having a superhero I can't do this moment, but you can. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think like mentally, like, okay, going back what's going on. She got old boy in jail. She went to see old boy. Old boy said, I don't want to hear shit you got to say to me. Pretty much. Cause it's your fault I'm in here in the first place. Riri's friend didn't see the AI yet, has he? Oh, did he see the AI? No, he hasn't yet. He hasn't yet. Because when she said I can't do it, she went somewhere. She tried to go somewhere, but she had a panic attack in the middle of the flying. She like, put me down. I can't breathe.
Yeah.
So she pretty much get dropped off in a junk. It was like a junkyard setting or a car lot setting. Anyway, she gets dropped off. Natalie's like, okay, you need to calm down. You need to breathe. You having a panic attack again.
So
she said, you know what? I got something for you. So she flies off.
Bro.
And she flies off to get Xavier, which I don't know why was that her solution. Anyway.
Well, it was like, okay, we need to focus. She not focusing, and I got to get her to focus. So, like, what is the first thing I can think of? You know what I'm saying? She didn't know what that would entail. You know what I'm saying?
But like I said, Xavier though, because like I said, he haven't seen her yet.
Yeah. She didn't know. Okay, because when he first saw her or whatever, he thought it was Riri, and she opened it up and she wasn't in there, and she said, "Get in." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, but she showed. But when she brought it back to where Riri was, she showed herself.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, why would you do that?
That
would make the situation a whole lot worse because she already got the hood on her behind with his gang at the time.
Right, because remember,
Oh,
because remember, I think you probably did. You skip the no? Because remember, he did put it. No, before that he did put a hit on her. He told the gang that. Oh, you said it. Okay.
because like I said, you remember what? Like I said, you can already tell because he like at the beginning of the fourth episode, he was just staring at her the whole time. It's like, oh, you know,
right,
and you gonna get revenge, you know, because she said, oh yeah, I got plans for you. Like, you kind of already know what's going to happen. Anyway, she brought Xavier. Xavier shows up, calmed her down a little bit. Natalie popped up,
and that's when it all went
what,
back.
He's like, what the hell is that? He's like, oh, I tried to. He's like, Martin, I tried to tell you, baby. I tried to tell you, baby. He's like, oh, that's demonic. Don't like that. you know how black people are. He's like, that's demonic. I don't like that.
So because he said, so you of all things you made a AI. You purposely made an AI to look like your best friend, my sister.
Right.
She's like, well, technically it wasn't on purpose. It was an accident because I was trying to make it something different, but this is what came out based on my memories of Natalie. You know.
So again, I could see how the situation could rush that, because in any other situation, they would have been like, okay, I need to find out why you did this or whatever, and they would have talked about it or whatever. But it was a situation that needed, you know what I'm saying, dire need, you know what I'm saying. So yeah.
But I just saying, it was, like I said, the whole situation would be a whole less intensive if she just told him in the first place. So
yeah.
Because like I said, you had this thing the whole time and you didn't tell me nothing.
Okay. So he knew he knew that she had AI, but he didn't know all the specifics of it. Right?
He didn't even know that.
Okay.
All he knew that she had a suit. That's it. That's all he knew. He didn't know nothing about the AI, nothing like that. That's the first time he's seeing everything, like seeing his sister.
Okay.
Like, I don't like that. Like I said, I went through my grieving process.
Because of that.
You said what?
I said Riri was initially hesitant for him finding about Natalie because of that.
Yeah, I know. I got that because
she forgot that in the moment.
But I get it because of the moment, because she was hesitating and they needed to go, or you know what I'm saying. So, what can I do to get you to go?
Huh?
I think you misread their situation.
No, so she was like, she was flying or whatever, and Riri was like,
I need her getting Riri Williams to go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. She said, I need to get out the suit or whatever. And she was like, okay, you can get out the suit or whatever, but we need to go or whatever. So she was thinking, what can I do to get her to go? And that was what she thought of, to go get the boy.
After she was having a panic attack because she wasn't calming down.
Yeah.
Because she was like, because she had the panic attack, and I was like, wait, you need something to calm you down. So she thought she went and got Xavier. She bought Xavier to Riri out of the suit, and then he was like, well, how did you do that? How did you, like, I thought you were in the suit. How did you manually control your remote control your suit? And that's when Natalie popped out. He didn't like it. He thought that something's wrong with that. That's demonic. How dare you use her memory to make your AI? And then we was like, well, what would you have me do? Like she was a glitch basically, and then she looked at him like, well, what would you have me do? You get rid of it, destroy it, and that's when that's when Riri looked at Nally's AI like, and then because she gave her that look like, yeah, I could destroy her to make Xavier not be upset in that instance, and then that was like, for real, that's how you feel? That's how you feel like I'm an accident, like I should be destroyed? Okay, I
Like,
got you.
girl,
And then
I'm
she got
sorry.
this and went away. You know.
Girl, first of all, Miss Natalie, that was pretty much your fault. Now you could have grabbed her mother.
Right. Anybody else?
You could have grabbed her mother. At least the mom know partially what's going on. At least she know that, okay, this is an AI situation kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But you got somebody that don't know who, haven't seen you, and you just gonna pop up and think everything gonna be fine. Like, okay. So you kind of did it to yourself,
right? And then after that, that's when that's I think after that, I think it the Parker's team, because Riri went to like hang out and do something. No, she went to go see either she found Zelma or Zelma found her. I can't remember which one, but she went to her. It was like, and they ended up meeting at a White Castle. Yeah, and that's when not Xavier's, but that's when Parker's team, after they had discussion about where the cloak came from the Dark Dimension, she mentioned Dormammu, and she was like, like, this could be Dormammu. It could be this. She didn't confirm. She said it could be Dormammu because he's also from a dark dimension, but not the same one the cloak came from.
I don't think they would have mentioned his name if he wasn't going to be in it.
Right, but she just had the idea. She said, "I think it's Dormammu. It could be Dormammu. It could be anybody." So then,
I think she was just naming somebody from that dark realm,
right? From the dark, yeah.
And since Dormammu was like the main villain of that dark realm, she's like, okay, it could be this because he's the main big bad over there,
right?
But he's not the only one, but he's just the main big bad. And of course, she's like eating her food, enjoying her life. Then the gang came in. Like, well, you know what we're here for.
Right. Let's just make this easy.
What's up?
You know what's up. Just come on and so then because everybody because remember the team that they had came in and was like we need everybody to leave and I forgot, I think what you call it did something to make everybody like run away and leave, and then Zelma was like
you know what, you want me to go? Okay, I'll go.
Right, Ree was like, girl, you need to leave. She's like, you got this? You sure? She's like, yeah, I got it. Okay. Zelma.
First of all, I like Zelma. Whatever trick you did at that at your shop, I need you to do it. I need you to do it here and now.
Yeah.
I was like, why they do that? But I understand. Like, they wanted to make that cool fight scene, which was a good fight scene.
Yeah, it was even without her suit. That was a good fight scene.
Right.
Because at first she took on the siblings and survived them. It's like, okay, all right, Riri.
I mean, yeah.
She used her watch, the watch that she made for her mom and for but this one came from Xavier because he dropped it, because remember Riri did give it to him. And then, like, afterwards, she was like, after he learned about the AI, about Nell's AI, he gave it back to her, like, you can keep this.
Right.
I don't need to watch. So that was the watch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. So then after that, she kept it, and then, because then it helped her with the twins, because when it hears gunshots, the shield goes up.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was just about to say, this proves how strong she is. Cause all that building that suit, like, she had to build some muscle. Cause build a suit like that and doing, fixing cars and stuff like that, you had some type of muscle. So I'm glad they did that fight scene. Like, yeah, I may be scrawny, but I'm strong. I deal with heavy shit every day.
Right, but
except when she punched the old girl said, "That's all you get." That's
right,
all you get.
and kicked the and when what you call it? The brother kicked her, but she punched the brother. And like that's all you got, and the brother kicked the shit out of her. I was like, damn. So her ass blind. Like, okay.
I'm sorry. I ain't mean to misgender.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But so then that happened, and then who was it? Because remember, Slug had her suit in the van,
Right.
and it was driving towards them. So the suit was on its way, but Slug had her suit.
I like Slug. I like first of all Slug. What you really thought gonna happen for real? Kyle, look, I understand you smart. I understand. But you took a high tech suit, and you think that suit ain't gonna try to get out from a van?
Right. I guess she picked it because she tasted it. She thought, oh, I tasted it real good. It ain't gonna do nothing. No, that's a suit with an AI in it.
Wait. So when it came and got in the middle of the truck and made the finger.
Oh yeah, we're about to get there. Yeah, we're about to get there.
Because after she fought the twins, what's the other girl name? The bomb that does the bombs.
Clown.
Clown came in. It's like, look, I ain't like the man either, but you ain't had to kill.
Right.
I ain't like the man either, but we was a family. We was a family. We was a team. So I'm sorry, girl. I have to come get you. She got her butt whooped too.
Oh yeah, she did.
Yeah. Then after all of them got their butt whooped, we ran out into the street. This the time where the suit came. Because the villain, not the villain, what's his name? Joe. No, what's his name, Joe? Doing Joe right.
Oh, Joe / Ezekiel, yeah.
Yeah. Joe popped his behind up with a new shaved head and all that.
Yeah, because he went and got he went and got tech put inside of him.
Right. $1 million worth of tech put inside of him. So, we know about what's about to go down because he's angry because Riri put him in jail. So Riri and him fight. Joe pretty much whooped her behind and tore the suit to shreds. No, before that, this is where Carnage scene come in. She get the suit back, punch the ground, flip the van, and post Slug like, you know what? I ain't dealing with this.
Right. She jumped at her like, I ain't got time for this. I'm out. I ain't signed up for this.
I don't got time to be fighting no a Gundam. Okay, I'm gone.
Not a Gundam though.
I'm pretty much gone. Then she fought Joe. And Joe whooped her behind now. Joe whooped her good.
Yeah.
But Joe's like, you know what? I'm not gonna kill you. Just get your behind out the city. I don't want to see your face no more. Get out the city.
Yeah, I don't want to see. Oh no, he told her that if Parker finds out that you're alive, he's not going to be so forgiving. You need to leave the city. If you don't want to die, take whoever you need to, your family. Pretty much get the fuck out the city. Get the hell out of Dodge.
So you see, Riri running down the street. That's when Clown comes out the shop and see Riri run. And like,
And she saw because she saw Ezekiel let her get away.
Right. Then after that, they came back to the little hideout. And what's the leader's name again?
Parker.
Parker, like, he all giddy. He like, ooh, did you kill her? Did you kill her?
How did you kill her?
Right. Now he like, did you kill her? He like, ooh, give me the details. Give me all the details. And Joe's pretty much lying. He's like, well, I pretty much just crushed her in the soup, blah blah blah.
Because
Clown spoke up, and I was like, oh shit.
Right, no, yeah, he is lying. And then she gave details to help Ezekiel out.
Yeah.
Cover his ass. Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, he ripped the suit to shreds, and it left her in there in a pile of junk, dead, blah blah blah.
Right.
He's happy. He's like, ooh, I got all the good details.
Now that's how you tell a story. That's how you give
Right.
details. You know.
Baby.
And then so that happened, and then Clown had Slug look at the autopsy, like also the autopsy details of what happened to Rampage.
Yep.
Because remember, Riri said that they killed Rampage. And Clown was like, "What they did? What? Yeah, they killed Rampage. Look it up. Ask Parker about it."
Baby, I tell you, they got back in that room.
Mm-hmm.
They said, "Oh, that's why you killed Rampage." Bow through the files on the thing.
Mm-hmm. They was having a discussion and like, "Is that why you killed Rampage?" And all that good stuff. Like after everything I've done for y'all, and you know they had the whole thing out, and this is how y'all feel. Everybody can leave. Get out. Y'all fired.
Everybody fired.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I wish about that whole scene, and that would probably have brought it more together for me.
What?
Is after they left, he's usually like, you know what? Fuck that dude. Da 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 da. They killed Rampage. I wish either one or two of them, like either Slug and Clown, say, you know what? Bump this dude. We're gonna go help Riri.
Oh.
I wish that would happen.
Yeah.
Cause you like, you know what? Bump this. We're gonna help Riri out.
Mm-hmm.
That would make it the end a little bit better for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But
at that point,
that didn't happen.
Nope.
So pretty much Riri said, you know what? I can't do this no more. She finally had the conversation with her mom.
I think they'll fight Magic with Magic, and yeah, my girl here, I love her, Miss Zelma. But yeah, she had to go to them, and she said, I need chill. So Riri calls Zelma, and they start working on. But before she did that, yeah, because she needed a suit. She probably told her mom what was going on, like what was really going on, and she needed a suit.
But before that, they had. See, this is why I got mad.
Mm-hmm.
Say before that, if she finally talked to her mom, the mom took her to the shop.
Mm-hmm.
And Natalie would say, you know what? We need to break this trauma you going through. So she pretty much show her. Well, first the mom was like, do you remember this? It was like a wrench or something. I forgot what it said on there.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, no, I don't remember that. Natalie said, well, I'll show you. So the whole hologram between when Riri was small and her stepfather.
Oh yeah. What?
Situation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which was the pivotal to her growth, because she was like, no, you need to stop running from this. You need to stop trying to forget and cherish the moments you had with your stepfather. And
yep.
So Riri was like, you know what, you're right. You know, she expressed her feelings finally.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, okay, well, we need to get a team together and we need to start working on this new suit. So, no, I forgot. After Riri tells everything, the mom said, well, I got something I've been saving for you since you came back and said you're going to stay. And her dad's car, she said, well, I kept it because you said you were going to stay in the city.
No, she got it back. Because remember, Riri sold the car.
Oh, that's right. But she got it back.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, my dad said this car will always protect me. There's some close to that, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, well, let's start making the suit.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the team come together with Zelma, that little boy with the red wagon. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Get a little smart behind. So the mom and what's his name? I just said his name.
Xavier.
Xavier. Start working on the suit. You see Zelma doing all this saging the building.
Mm-hmm.
She upside down on the roof doing
spells and stuff.
Right. The boy, Xavier bringing snacks. He said, "I brought everybody a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't get you a coffee. I got you an apple juice."
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he said, "Oh yeah, coffee." He's like, I got you an apple juice. I was like, man, you ain't no fun. Trying to be grown. Mm-hmm.
Right. Finally made the suit. The suit looks amazing.
Yeah, it was. I like the suit.
Very Power Ranger-ish.
Not Power Rangers.
Very Power Ranger-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And Zelma's like, okay, well, let me go ahead and put the magic portion into your suit.
Mm-hmm.
So
but before she did that, she's like, magic has a cost.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, okay, you ready? She's like, she ready. Did the whole magic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie started glitching.
Yep.
Zelma said, oh, I guess the magic is trying to get rid of Natalie.
Well, it doesn't fuse well with the AI.
Right. Well, basically trying to get rid of Natalie.
Yeah. And it ends up doing that before, and Riri starts trying to download Natalie into her computer, but the spell works too fast, and it deletes Natalie altogether.
Right. Which I kind of already knew that was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because Natalie pretty much did what she needed to do, which was help Riri with her trauma.
Mm-hmm.
So after that happened, like, oh, well, I already knew Natalie was going to disappear some way or another. Either she going to sacrifice herself or something going to happen. Okay, Riri like, try to bring her back with, try to do the same steps she did when she was in her mom's kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work. She's like, okay, well, I just going to have to get her back some other way. So she pretty much hops in the suit, give a speech saying that she thanks everybody. It's because of them that she was able to do, make the suit, and she flies off.
Yep.
Hits the ground. Well, before that, the whole arc between John. No, not John. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. The leader.
Parker.
Oh, with Parker going into a mansion. Had Joe. He has Joe under control. Yeah, he controls everything Joe do.
Yeah.
Joe can't. He has to do whatever Parker says.
Yeah.
So Parker walking up to the house, Joe is whooping these guards behind, saying, "I'm sorry."
Right.
I'm sorry. Pretty much, Parker's going in there to get his dad to sign over the company to him and all his riches, pretty much. The dad like, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing all that. But Parker's really there. He want to know, why did you abandon me? And I forgot what did the dad say? Like, why he abandoned him? I'm asking a question.
Oh, because he was a troublemaker. He was at 12. He was 12 years old. He said, "What kind of parent puts their child out at 12 years old?" He said, "Well, because you were a troublemaker and you were a bad look for the company." And then he hits him with the, "I didn't want you."
And I was like, first of all, to tell you,
because after I think his mom had died, and after she died, he was like, "I didn't want you."
Right. But why would you tell somebody that snuck in here, beat up your guards and shit? I like the dad's bold, in my opinion. Anyway, he said all that. He like, okay, shot the man. Did he shoot him? Yeah, he shot him.
I forgot, but he shot him. Because he was like, "Are you gonna sign up your company or not?" He's like, "Nope." And then I think he shot him and or did something, and he did actually end up signing it.
Right. Oh, he said either you sign or I'm signing with your blood.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he got pretty much Parker got what he wanted. And you see him sitting in the chair with the cape on.
Mm-hmm.
Then the episode you see the flashback of him making the deal
with Mephisto.
Mephisto, yeah, making the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Which the whole time I thought was weird. That was a weird scene. You're like, cause it's like you're basically saying, what's your most wanted desire? You're like, well, I don't know, man. I don't know. You're like, you know what? I just gonna get up. I don't got time for this. You're like, no, wait.
So wait, they actually show Mephisto?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has been a rumor until now because on what's that, Agatha All Along and
WandaVision.
Yeah, WandaVision. He was a myth for a long time. So they actually showed him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, he still could have been part of it because he said he got his hands in a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So he had his hands in that stuff too.
I think that's what they're trying to allude to. That like majority of the not majority, but some of the stuff that's going on now is because him.
Right, because remember when he said he has contracts with all number of clients, popes, policemen, regular people.
Right.
Like he and 3 popes he has a contract with. So
and all the 100 all the 100 richest people on the 100 list.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I thought that was funny.
Yep.
I thought he said I thought he gonna say, well, I got 10 of them. No, he said I got all 100. I got all 100 people on the list.
Okay.
So Parker pretty much made the deal because he wants power. He want to be stupid rich.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he looked into his past and like, that's not what you really want. You really want to get your dad. That's what you really want.
Right.
So he made the deal. He like they shook hands.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much shaking hands with the devil. But I like the effect they did with the spoon. Y'all seen that?
Yeah. You talking about this right here with hold on, because I have it. Oh yeah, this. Where they showed, yeah.
Cause that's something that if you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't notice it.
Right.
So made the deal with the devil. He left the cape on the where he was. No, let me go back. The funniest, but the messed up part for me is that when he was talking and you see Parker looking over and seeing the black family talking, and apparently I guess they were talking too loud, and he just snapped his fingers and he shut the whole black family up. I was like, okay, that's kind of racist. Why it had to be the black family? And he's like, "Oh, you like that? I can shut that. I can do the whole city like this."
And then he did the rest of the restaurant like that too.
Right. So Parker pretty much made the deal with him. He left the cape on the thing. He's like, "Oh, you left your cape?" He's like, "No, that's for you." I told you I'm gonna leave the tools for you to
get what you want.
Get what you want. And that's how the whole began. How he got the cape, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Because at first, because him and his cousin were, but the person they went into that mansion, they actually ended up getting caught. They failed the first time to achieve their goal, and while they were running from the guards and the cops, they went down this tunnel, and do you see? I think his cousin got was his cousin that got hit? or got captured or something. Something happened to the cousin, and then the door opened up, and that's when Parker walked through it.
Right.
And went to the pizza place.
I was like, first of all, for me, I was like, this is weird. Like none of this seemed weird to you, Parker. Like, you took this a little bit too calm. But I guess when you live in a world with full of superheroes and villains, I guess they used to it. They used to see weird stuff.
Yep.
So, okay. After that, they jump back to the present where he was sitting at the dining table. This the beginning of the third, pretty much the last episode. He's sitting at the table with a whole bunch of food, and you see Ironheart written on the table, and you see Joe on the other end of the table looking defeated. And Parker like, why don't you eat something? Feel like being controlled make you lose your appetite or something like that. Yeah, he slammed the knife down and said, "You going to eat?" So of course, Joe can't help himself because he's under Parker's control.
Yeah, he made him eat.
And he told Parker, said, "Anybody that attacks me, you will defend me," or something close to that.
You will not let anything happen to me.
Right.
You ought to protect me, and know that when no one can hurt me. And then Parker tried, and even he couldn't do it. He couldn't harm him either.
Right.
He said nobody will hurt me. That includes you.
Oh, we got 3 comments before we move on.
Oh, I didn't even see those. Okay. Sammy, was it me or Parker damn near did a Pookie moment from New York City when Riri took the hood from him?
New Jack City.
Yeah. And he says they called each other cousin, but the dad called the John a friend, so they were related. That's my cousin or play cousin. I think they were related.
But yeah. So after that, that's when Riri shows up to their hideout. Right. Am I missing something?
No, I think you're fine. After that, she showed up to the hideout.
I'm sorry, y'all. We jumping around. Sorry.
And I think that's when. No. Wait. She's up to the hideout, to the pizza place. Cause she's like, because after the Natalie AI had went away, she was like, well, it's time I still go try this out. And even Zelma was like, they were all like, we don't know, we can test your suit first, see what your limitations are, stuff like that. And she's like, well, there's no time for that. I have to go see what I can do. And that's when she went. And when Riri showed up, Ezekiel was down there, was trying to stop her, and they fight too, but she ended up kicking him in the nuts because she's like, well, how do you stop a computer or a machine from doing something? Sometimes you have to hit it real hard in a certain spot. And she's like, well, I'm gonna need you in the nuts so that your system shuts down and I can put this chip
This chip like, on I have to need you in your nuts because that's the only thing that's human.
Yeah, that's still human. Yeah,
and that will shock your system enough
for it to have to shut down and then reboot it. But as it's rebooting, she's gonna put this chip on him to override the control chip that Parker has on him.
It's like, oh, okay, we still friends, right? And Parker like, hell no.
He was like, no. He was like, we're not. He was like, I'm not. I'm not hating you, but we're not done.
He said I have a lot of pent up rage.
Yeah, but it's better than being controlled by Parker. And he's like, well, we cool. No, she's like, are we cool? She's like, we're not. He's like, we're not done, which can mean anything. But he's just like, we cool.
You don't like that girl. Because I'm in this situation because, as usual, I got myself. I was trying to help you. And you dropped that skin and ruined my life. So No, I think he's gonna be another villain.
Yeah, he could be.
He gonna be another villain. But anyway, we got another comment.
Oh, Sammy, really? Thomas, I don't know. They gave more lovers than cousins, especially when the diverse crew they formed. You know, you would say they played cousins and fuck it on the low. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. There's not. That is not. They're not kissing cousins, Sammy. No. But so
Let me go to bed.
What you say, James?
Give us that visual. Anyway,
yeah.
She pretty much okay. She got done with Joe. Went up there to confront Parker.
Mm-hmm.
She pretty much said, I don't know why she yelled that out because he ain't gonna give up the cake. Like, I need that cake.
No, she like, give me the cake. He's like, no. Of course.
They have their own battle.
Yep. But at first he disappears, and then she uses magic. Right. And he was like, wait. Oh, so you use magic now? Oh, I thought you was all tech. And she was like, well, I had to even the playing field, basically.
Right. And he was tearing up they were having a good old fight. And he started tearing up the suit because the cape started consuming him. He started turning into a monster.
Yeah.
And he did ripping the suit up. Come to find out, the whole thing was a simulation, which
right.
I thought
it was an illusion.
Illusion. The whole thing was awesome to me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I know you ain't come up here to get your behind whooped.
Nope.
And she's like, nope.
He was like, that's a hell of a. She was like, when the explosion happened, and it looked like she was out of her suit, and he had the gun to her and was about to shoot her, and then when he shot an image of her, and she's like, oh yeah, that's one hell of an illusion, ain't it?
When I tell you that illusion was crying, she's like, please don't shoot me,
please. Mm-hmm. Oh,
it's like
it had to be convincing.
You won, huh? That finger, that whole illusion went away. That was, I don't care. That was one of the best things out of that series.
And she's like, oh, that's like, and then she came behind and hit him, and then knocked him out, and she took the cape basically.
She snatched that cape off of him. So give me that cape off of him.
And then after that, basically after that, it was she went back downstairs to exit and pretty much ran to Mephisto, and he actually magicked her out of her suit. And
this where the ending turned me off. I'm sorry.
And he was asking, and then they had she was like, so who are you? Are you Dormammu? He's like, Dormammu is not ready enough to wipe my ass. Basically. But that's a question I do have. Like, who really is more powerful between like the Hell Lords, like Dormammu, Mephisto, Chthon? Is it Chthon? Chthon. Like, who really is the most powerful, or Shimagarath? You know,
I mean, but you gotta think about it. And like I said, even if the other one's more powerful, he's not gonna admit that.
Right.
Right. He's not gonna admit that, especially when he's trying to control somebody and get them on to make a deal. Like, oh yeah, there's a more powerful person above me. No.
You gotta watch a YouTube video to see who's the strongest.
And so because you can't say which one is stronger because they're each stronger within their own realm.
True. That is true.
But pretty much he was trying to make Riri make the same deal as Parker, basically. And while she's sitting there listening while Riri's listening to him, you see a jump into, I guess, the future.
Right. Or a flash forward, basically.
Yeah, where you see her with like a curly not a fro exactly, but curly hair, loose curly hair.
A curly fro.
Working on something, and you see Natalie walking to the scene.
Mm-hmm.
So you thinking, okay, she made a deal with.
At first, I thought it was just a like she thought about it, like it was like
Right.
she daydreamed about this situation, like what would happen if if she did take the deal.
Then the whole scene jumped back to the conversation. It said,
Mhm.
"Oh, okay, it must have been what she's thinking at the time."
Right,
Like you said.
because and then when she asked, so it is she said out of so you're only gonna come for me, nobody else, no, not my mom or my friends or anything, just me. She's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, just you. And because she asked, well, what is it that you want? Oh, nothing you'll miss.
Right.
You know, he told the same thing he told Parker. You won't
I'm
miss it.
like, and I'm sitting there the whole time. I'm like, you too smart for this.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, like I said, you know what's gonna happen because you've seen Parker and what he went through.
Mm-hmm.
So what? And like I said, the whole growth of you accepting what with the father thing,
Right,
the whole
because
growth of you accepting, keeping,
the
stop
past in
trying
the
to
past.
forget memories,
Yeah.
confront your past basically and accept the good memories instead of just focused on the bad memories.
Because even she said that the past is the past,
Right.
and nothing I can do
So
about
your
it.
whole growth. Well, I'll let you finish. Hold on. Before I get to that.
Yeah, she's like the past is the past, and nothing I can do about it. And then he was like, well, maybe there is a. I mean, you set the deal, and you can have Nolly back. And that was basically what she said. And then they shook hands. But go ahead, James.
No, like the whole thing is they shook hands and they jumped right back. I guess it's the present now.
Mm-hmm.
Jump back into the present. Natalie comes up. They pretty much had a moment of like, oh my god, you're here, you're alive, blah blah blah.
Your AI's
and
back.
Riri giving she's not an AI, she's an actual human.
Right.
We don't know
Because
human.
Natalie was like, can you back up?
Right.
My girl she's like, wait a minute.
So
How
like
do
I
you do
said,
that?
we really don't know what Natalie is because she could be human, but we don't know because this is evil being she been talking to, so we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she real enough for Riri not to notice anything. So Riri gives a hug, and while she giving her the hug, you can see the same marks crawling up her hand like he did in Parker.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the end of the season. The thing is, go ahead.
No, we got a comment from Sam. He says like, I'm mad Riri not only brought AI to life, but about the dead back to life. She doubled down in her agreement. Little does she know it or not. She doesn't know it because what she agreed to was just bringing the AI back. But Mephisto went one step further and brought Natalie back.
Right. But the whole thing is the whole situation with accepting, like you say, accepting the past as it is and holding on to the good times. That whole growth went out the window. That whole growth situation, because you're like, okay, I understand I need to face my past and stop looking at the hardships of my past and look at the good. Basically, okay, I need to mourn my dad and look at the good time, or what the past is. So instead of doing that, you're like, I'm just gonna bring her back to life. And like, to me, the whole growth is gone. I'm talking about not the growth of her abilities, the growth of her
character.
Yeah, mentals. You're right. I just say character. The growth of her character. Like, whoo, okay. Me and my mom had this moment. I get it now. Blah blah blah. So you really didn't get it.
Because she was so desperate to have her friend come her AI back. That's what it was. And he was giving her a very tempting offer, which I didn't think she was gonna be dumb enough to take. But then I was mad at her. I'm like, bitch, why would you take that? You know this is gonna cost you something, and even though something you won't miss. No, I get this is your first time dealing with Mephisto, you know, and he's catching you off guard in certain ways. But look at what this did to Parker. Look at what he had to go through.
Right. And you see what happened to his cousin.
Mm-hmm.
So what don't think you gonna happen? And then what made me doubly mad is, well, he's not the hood anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But Parker walked his behind into the magic shop
and asked Zelma for help.
I was like, girl, you
I need strange help. I need someone like Doctor Strange or somebody powerful.
That's not a red flag to you.
But I think
like,
it also,
but
I think it may also lead into like maybe we'll get Strange Academy because that's where Zelma is from. And I actually want to see who the rest of these people are too. I know, and also remember that America Chavez is still at Carmitage as well, so them two could actually run into each other.
I'm just mad because I like I was telling Devon before the show.
Mm-hmm.
I understand if he popped up as soon as her best friend and her stepdad died because she's in distress.
Mm-hmm.
But you went through all this. You seen what happened to. You seen what happened to Parker. You seen what happened. You know, all this stuff went down, and you still took the. I like, come on. So basically, you back to square one. Because like you see, like he's showing her past. He's like, you, they kicked you out of school. Mm-hmm. This happened to you. This happened to you. This happened to you. So you made something else happen to you that you really didn't need it.
Right, because you want to make your suit. You did make something, you know, iconic and new and all that good stuff, you know. But what you call it? Even told her that you may get this one thing, but it will never be enough.
Right, and the thing is, he brought back somebody. That's a steep trade.
Because as far as we know, like Sammy commented, you know, this Natalie could be an agent of Mephisto because though they are out there.
Right. That's
like
what I'm
Mephisto
saying.
has a lot of followers.
Right. Like I said, we don't know if she's human.
Right.
So you did all this and you got yourself back to step one of getting yourself into a situation you didn't need to be in.
Mm-hmm. But then I'm also, but then I answered the question. Okay, there had to be a reason the writers wrote it this way. Like, what's gonna happen next?
I'm pretty sure. I just going on what we know now. Like I said, it probably can be explained down the line. But and another thing, Zeke. Like I said, you already dealing with somebody that already grieved her death, moving on, moving past, and now you brought her back to life. But of course, like I said, I just making assumptions. Like I said, I don't know nothing about what's going on. And of course, Riri ain't gonna tell him what happened. Like, okay, so what you did something to bring my sister back. Like, what did you do, Riri? That's gonna be the whole situation while her friends and family. What did you do?
Right.
The mom because the mom already kind of in the magic. She's not all the way in, but she know enough to like, okay, you did something that gonna really mess us up. Like you thought the last situation was bad. What you told me, this right here, it's going to be monumental. And they're like, I don't think I can help you this time. Cause that's different what Parker made. Cause Parker was pretty much superficial. Like, I want to be rich. I want to have power. You know, yes, this is small compared to what Riri did. So this is gonna be her punishment gonna be real severe.
Yeah, it's gonna be something. I mean, the repercussions are gonna be, of course, big and harsh. Of course, huge. Yeah, but I guess the other question is too, like when Parker came in and said that he needed to go to Carmitage and he Doctor Strange himself, that brings him back into the fold, which may, um, if they end up naming the next Doctor Strange movie Strange Academy, we kind of already know what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Now they should have been Riri, you and Danger Girl. Now that should have been the title of this one.
They already had a episode called "Girl, You in
Riri.
Danger."
Yeah,
you
Riri,
know.
you and Danger Girl.
But yeah, so what did y'all think of? What did you think of Ironheart as a whole, though? Not just, I know the ending made a lot of us mad, but as the show as a whole, what you think?
I mean, look, it made me mad personally. Story wise, it was great.
So I haven't seen the ending yet, and I was when y'all was talking about it, I was going in and out or whatever. So I didn't hear what y'all was talking about on purpose. You know what I'm saying? So
okay,
yeah. So but to the point now, like it's Iron Man S or whatever, but it's Riri. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's Iron Man but grounded.
Yeah.
Okay, you dealing with somebody that don't have the resources of Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Right. And then I'm you know what I'm mad about people. Before I get on this little, I guess a little rant, I'm gonna say this to all the haters. Fuck y'all. But, yeah, but I'm mad that people were like,
that's gonna be a meme for a long time too.
I'm just mad at people like, well, she's a criminal. She did criminal things to get what she wanted. Okay, so Ant-Man didn't do the same thing. Tony Stark himself didn't do the same thing.
Right, I was about to say Tony Stark sold weapons to other countries.
Right. Who else was the Black Widow? I mean, she done kill people. You know, like a lot of even Hawkeye is not innocent himself. So people, I mean, y'all draw the line at Riri, but all these other folks that have done, criminal activity and were Chris and everything, y'all okay with them? They have done worse. Y'all okay with them?
What? Like Riri did a couple of heists. Ooh, so horrible.
Just to gain,
and like I said, the person that got shot, she didn't shoot him.
Nope.
The cousin did. And the person she actually killed was like self-defense.
Right. Or that she killed because actually it was Natalie.
Right.
It wasn't it wasn't Riri herself. It was the suit. Like Natalie she basically left him there to suffocate.
Right.
Yeah.
But the only real crime she really did to me was getting that man in trouble. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Like I get his angle with that.
Yeah.
Like I said.
Because he was like, "Are you sure this not going to come back to haunt me? Come back to me, come back on me?" She's like, "Yeah, I swear." And then she broke that. It wasn't her fault, but well, because wait, because remember she got into that fight with John, and John is the one that made her drop it.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See, if you if you didn't get kicked out of school, two, you joined these people. You ain't had to join these people.
Nope.
So, like I said, that was Riri consequence. You may have a villain on your hands.
Yeah.
Like I said, all that stuff you did until the end part was pretty much selfish. You were just thinking about Riri.
Mm-hmm.
And when you got that man, like I said, you ruined that man's life, even though he didn't like the life he had. It was still something that he had to himself.
Right.
You ruined that man's life. You got that man sent to jail. You got that man.
and here's my and like we said last week. Why did you decide the heist was the best time to get a piece of his cloak? That to me was like, no, girl, you could have. I'm pretty sure you could have did something else. You could have because remember, Clown was able to hack into his vault and get the cloak.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Everything she did had a consequence, and that also proved that she's still a child. Well, a young adult. Let's not call her a child. She's a young adult.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, it's the same thing with the Peter Parker thing. When Peter Parker let that man go and come find out the man he let go killed his uncle. So,
yeah.
Consequence.
Yep. Consequences. But
that should be the name of the last episode. Consequences.
Yeah, instead of the past is the past, but yeah. I get it. But we're gonna wrap up here and sign off here in a minute. And don't forget that Superman. You know what? I keep wanting to call it Superman Legacy because that's what it was at first until James Gunn decided, oh, we're just gonna call it Superman. But remember, Superman comes out Thursday, and the official day is Friday, but it does come out Thursday early. Which I actually do like. I do like the fact that they've been doing it for quite a while, for some years now, to release movies on Thursday because on Friday people love to go flood the theaters, and it'd be crowded, and you actually get a day before to actually go see it.
I was saying that Sunday we probably just need to do like a general review.
Mm-hmm.
So then the Sunday after that we can do a spoiler. So give everybody time to watch it.
Yeah.
Like a general review, like the graphics, how the story, little stuff like that without going into much detail.
Right. So and I don't think there's any like awards going on this week or any like gaming shows, but be on the lookout. Also, I'm gonna put this in like everybody's ear that's listening. Pay close attention to Insomniac because they got something coming out down the pipeline. I do believe the next event for gaming, I want to say, is probably the Game Awards. Probably the next biggest thing, which should be happening in the next couple of months or so, or next few months or so. Also, on the anime side, Kaiju number 8 season 2 started. Dan to Dan season 2 has started. What else started? There's one more. I'll check and think of at the moment. It was something else too. The Old Guard 2 was out on Netflix, and so is Sandman season 2. That's already started as well. But I kind of want to say there's one more anime that came out with new season as well. I could be wrong. There's a new episode of To Be Hero X out. Also, there's a new episode of Fire Force that came out yesterday, so it should be English today. And also Black Butler. If you're watching Black Butler, if you're watching it, good choice, because I am. But until next Sunday, y'all. See y'all later. Peace out. Have a good week. And be nice to everybody and enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend, whatever that looks like. Yeah, see y'all later.